guys, man, for getting a bit of a superhero video, so that's why I did a Daredevil theme intro. Wrong company, but I don't know any DC ones, because there isn't any DC themes, really. If there is, let me know. Oh, Batman. Sorry about that, but today I'm talking about the new comic series, The Button. See, I was going to discuss this, because it's going to have a big part in some upcoming DCEU stuff, I think. Yeah, this is a brand new series that's been created recently. It's a mini-series, 4 parts, and the first one come out on, doesn't say, costs $3, and it's part of the Rebirth series. Basically, you have Batman 21, The Flash 21, Batman 22, and then it's going to be Flash 22. This is this is one of the best comic series I've ever read, no joke, so I'm just going to start talking about it. So, I'm going to get this out of the bags and paws, it's just going to annoy me, but it's got to be done. Send me 3 bags and boards to not make me sad, please. Save a comic today. But we're going to talk about The Button Part 1. So, basically, this is the art. It's excellently drawn. The main story of it, let me just find it. Someone outside never had his car, so I was looking. It starts off with this hockey match going on. And these guys are all sitting there watching it. They're sitting there, they're in Arkham Asylum watching it. And, you know, like that little Easter egg, that button type looking thing there. And this woman's basically going insane. And she's like, Superman won't come, our friends will die. And then it switches and it goes to Batman with the button, which is just awesome looking. I love it. This button is from Watchmen, by the way, if you don't know what the button is, and I'll discuss it in a minute. But he's watching this hockey game while he's holding that button, and trying to remember, refresh my memory. And basically, this guy's going insane. He's starting to fight loads, and Batman's watching it. He's got this creepy button in his hand. Then all of a sudden, he goes to walk off, and the button shoots this lightning out, and he gets hit by it. The button hits him with the lightning, and then he goes, Bruce, father, and then he thinks it's his dad or something, and then he calls the Flash, and he's obviously busy fighting someone. He's caught in the middle of an invasion, he said, and radiation's got up on the button. You know something sort of it, basically. They know it's supernatural, and Flash says, I'll be there in a minute. That counts it down, which is really cool. And then all of a sudden, Reverse Flash comes out and just starts beating up Batman. And there's this mad fight here. Earbard Fawn. He's been dead for some time. I should be dead for some more time. But a power, it won't be called out for me. And now I'm resurrected. So basically, the button has brought him back to life, which is a really clever little thing to do, really. And then you see him just sort of phase in with that greatly drawn picture. He keeps counting down the seconds, and you just see this bit of Reverse Flash that keeps kicking Batman's ass. It's really annoying to read. You're like, come on, just fight back. But then you forget he doesn't have any powers, and he's enjoying beating the crap out of him. And Flash still ain't come. It's this awesome fight. His name's Thomas, by the way. It's not Bruce Wayne Batman. It's Thomas Wayne, I think. Yeah, he finds a letter he sent to his dead son. I'm not the hero of this story. And he's basically making him angry. He's like, was it consoling? And then Batman finally gets a punch on him, but it still doesn't do anything. It's quite annoying. It's a really good read, this first one. I'm just remembering it now. He's like, I just need 11 seconds. He's waiting for Flash. He still gets punched, and then Flash shows up. Thank God. Because when you're reading it, you're like, come on. And what happens there? The button zaps him. It literally incinerates Reverse Flash, and it comes up, God, I saw God. So he thinks he saw God or whatever the hell it was, and he thinks he's seen God. And the next one, that's a picture of Reverse Flash is dead. So that is a real good start to the series. Now I'm going to talk about part 2 now. So basically, Reverse Flash has been killed again by the button, which is pretty insane if you think about it. The button's killed Reverse Flash. Because at the end of the day, it's just a button. You'd think, well, how can it kill someone? But it's got very supernatural links to it. It's got some big stuff to do with Watchmen. It's a Watchmen, Batman, Flash crossover. I'm just getting it back in the back and board. I'll protect them all. But then part 2, I got this on the same day. I was on holiday, and they were £2.50 each, and I've been looking for it. And I forgot completely about it. So the woman said, "Have you read the new series of Button?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I need to get it." They had them for £2.50, so that was cool. Part 2 now, and I just start. Yeah, this guy's basically going insane on the top of a roof, calling out for Thunderbolt, which is interesting. What else happens? Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. You see Bruce Wayne's little cave. You see the Flash standing there with Flash dead below his feet. Basically died from the Button, so he's obviously wondering what's up with it. And it's just basically Flash talking. There's nothing special, but he's just talking in his head. Alfred's there, of course. It's stuff about the Justice League and that. Thorne said he saw God. Apparently he was always more of a man of science and faith. So obviously he's obviously not religious, so you wouldn't think that if he died he'd seen God. So he's basically trying to I think it is Bruce Wayne, Thomas's dead son. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a bit confusing that. And he's obviously been beating the crap out of Bruce as. He's just talking about his father in this one quite a lot, which sets up the ending. And the Button appeared on the Batcave the night Waddy returned, aka Kid Flash. He's saying before being drawn to it can't be a coincidence. And he says since Waddy returned, I've had a few visions. One was of Thorne, but the other was of the helmet of Mercury, which is Jay Garrick's helmet, which is really cool. And when he saw it, a wave of calm washed over him. Which is interesting, because it shows there could be something to do with Jay Garrick. And Kid Flash in this one is weird. It's not like the show. He looks a lot different than the show. He looks musclier, definitely. And basically, he convinces Flash to let him go with him to figure out the Button thing, even though it's some big tough loads. And they go on this speed treadmill thing. Flash runs on it, and it knocks him into this weird time. And they're basically journeying through this thing. And like I've never seen anything like this before. Turbulence is making it hard to keep the treadmill steady. And then they see all these flashbacks right at the top, which is really cool. You can see Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Superman, Flash and Batman. And they're seeing how the Justice League formed, but it's not how it formed. And they've gone in alternate realities, and Flash says what he told me years were taken from us. So they're looking at like alternate realities of themselves. Flash starts running faster, and they just shoot up. It's really cool. It's really excellent. And then the two of them are just hanging on for dear life. And then they manage to get back. And because Flash's place I've never anywhere. I've noticed ever since I fell down here as a child, my father found me. So they're in the Batcave. It looks like the setup I had when I first started to patrol Gotham. And then look who shows up. His dad. His dead dad. Which is just absolutely insanity. When I read that, I didn't have part 3 at the time, so I was like, what? I need to find out. But it is an excellent series, so I'm going to go to part 3 now. And this is the big one. This is the one where I have things to discuss about. I was just basically catching you up on the first 3 parts in case you'd be confused and you haven't read it. Basically, story time with Joe. Yeah, comics with Joe. A new series. But this one I managed to get in the articular cover, and which only cost me an extra 50p. The next day I went to a comic store, and they gave me this for £3.10, which I was so glad about. These are going for £10 on eBay right now, and this is a beautiful cover. That art is incredible. I love it, and it feels so nice. But this is Batman talking, and this is Batman's dad talking. All I wanted was to save my son. In his reality, Batman's dad and his mum are still alive, and Bruce was the one who died in Crime Alley. He said Bruce died in front of me in an alleyway, shot by a man I later beat to death. My name is Thomas Wayne, the Batman. Aquaman and Wonder Woman's war was spinning across the earth. Then came the Flash, about to claim the reality I lived in was a lie. An accident ultimately caused by him. Flashpoint, I think. Yeah, look, I linked him with the show a bit. He travelled back in time to save his mother, he said. And doing so caused reverberations throughout the lives of those closest to him. Yeah, he's saying, you know, he wasn't supposed to be shot, it was his dad. Flash gave him hope. And then, Bruce is basically explaining to them everything, why he's still alive, and this bit is Flash told me that Martha and I were meant to die in that alley. 2 pulls of a trigger took my son from me. Now the trigger in my hand will take me to him. So he sends himself to him, and then that's when he shows up. It's a pretty cool little section though. It starts it off, and he's like, I did all this because of you, son. And then Bruce is obviously tripping out, you know, he'd been on my dead dad's there. And then the dad's like, this is a trick, it's all been a cruel joke. And Flash like, Dr. Wayne, this isn't a trick or joke, this is your son. And then Batman goes to punch old Batman goes to punch Flash. Obviously Flash gets away, but it's really it's quite trippy really. And then all these things from Amazon's, I think, Wonder Woman's and Aquaman's army start coming for them, and there's this awesome fight scene. It's like father-son bond in time. He's like, you both need to get away from me. I'll hold them off while you fix your treadmill because they're going to get back to their time. There's this awesome fight scene. They're fighting together, the Amazons and I can't remember what Aquaman's ones are called. It's a really awesome fight scene, and he's fixing it. And they finally fix it so they can get back to reality. They have a little sad moment, but they talk obviously. And he's like, it's the greatest gift anyone's ever given to me. And then Flash pulls Batman away, and they go. Batman wanted to stay with his dad, and the dad pushes him in. He's like, "Go save yourself." And he sees him. He's like, "Flash, you promised me you saved my son. I'll do it." And Batman saying, "Let me go, Barry." And he's trying to convince the old dad to come with him, but he's like, it's pretty sad really, because he's like, "You were my world, but I can't do this, you know." And like, "We can save you." And then he blows it up, and he's like, "You have." So he's basically as good as dead, really. And it flashes back to what he said in that Batcave. He says, "Sometimes we fall, son, but always remember, Wayne's never say them." It's no sort of motivational speech ring. And then, while they're in a speed treadmill, look at their find. Reverse Flash, which is insanity. It says a little side note, Form was killed in Batman 21, and he still has the button. And the stream must have doubled back to this moment. He's like, "Ford, you have to stop. If you keep running, you'll die." The Reverse Flash says, "You've no idea the things I've seen, Alan, the places I've been. I know who the power of the button belongs to. And they've never faced someone like me." So he's running with the button. He owns the button now. And I think I know who controls the button. I think it is Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. As The Watchmen have been out of the DC universe for a long time now. The film came out 10 years ago. They have not connected it with anything really. Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, I don't think. They didn't connect it with anything, so I just forgot about it really. I was a bit disappointed. I haven't seen it, but I love The Watchmen. They're a really cool team. They just sort of knocked him out. It sort of sucks. But now, I think they're trying to sort of ease them back in, I'm hoping. I really want them to do a new Watchmen series. There hasn't been one in a while, I don't think. So, Dr. Manhattan controlling the button could be a very interesting twist, I think. Because if he controls the button, what's he using it for? Because he's a mix of good and bad. Because in the film, spoiler alert, I know he kills Rorschach, who is a good guy, but he thinks he was a human, but he thinks he's basically superior than everyone else. Now he's been turned into this huge blue ring. He thinks he's more superior than humans, you know, not as stupid as them. He has no feelings, you know, all that type of stuff. So I'm wondering what he's controlling the button for. Why does he want? What's he using it for? Why did he kill Reverse Flash? I think all that's going to be explained in the next issue, which I'm buying the end of the week. So next week, first week of June you can expect a review of it. I'm incredibly excited to read it. So, thanks for watching. I think it's Dr. Manhattan, that's my theory, I really think it is. It'd be a great way to kick him back into the DC universe, maybe have a solo comic series, or one with the Watchman, maybe slip him into the film a bit, he might be slightly involved, I really hope so. But, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry just a lot of it I was reading off stuff, but you sort of needed to know the backstory if you hadn't read it yet. But if you had read it, I'm sorry you sat for all that. But thanks for watching, and look forward to the Button Part 4 review, where we'll discuss who controls the button, what's going to lead to the future, and all that stuff. Thanks for watching, and go read some Dr. Manhattan stuff.